Hi everyone, welcome to PD Mumbles. I'm Pete and welcome to my channel. Well, I sit down, haven't posted in a while, got my coffee to go, so come on and join me and let's talk. Hi everyone, and once again welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to this channel. My name is Pete and usually I blog and talk about stuff that interests me in my life, and my experience is what I have. Now, I haven't posted in a while, so I'm back. I think the subscribers are slowly growing. I know I'm not really doing much about it because I'm not posting that much, so why would you join, right? But please consider subscribing if you came by to this channel, and let's get into it. So back in my previous videos, actually, some of you commented back and asked me questions, or not that many questions yet. So I had one main question, and that was why I have decided to actually leave Emirates. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. But first, just a short recap what happened in the past days. So, cheers guys, get yourself some coffee, I hope you did, or tea, and let's get into it. So what actually happened in the last couple days, and whatever you're hearing is actually my dog. He usually vlogs with me, so he might make himself known somewhere. So yeah, back in end of November, I actually passed the assessment day for Eurowings. I made some videos about that, and some of you actually reached out to me, and it looks like you will be joining Eurowings as well, or actually going to the assessment. So congratulations, or good luck to you guys if you're trying. I'm pretty sure it's a great opportunity and we're all gonna be happy there. I actually, together with my assessment colleagues, got assigned a training date. So it was all different because some of us needed conversion training, some of us needed a whole initial training. So that's that. So actually my training will be towards the end of April. So I was actually waiting for the right moment to resign and give notice to my employer, which I finally did. And it felt just amazing. It felt like something fell off your chest. Then you know you don't have to pretend like you're staying and stuff. So that was really good. So I actually gave resignation. That was a couple of days ago. And yeah, now I'm just waiting for the training and actually waiting for the perfect opportunity to guys give you maybe like an insight on what the training looks like for Eurowings and what you can expect, and a little bit more to know in the stories about and what's going on in my life. And as I mentioned to you before, some of you started reaching out to me because you were saying nobody really covers the wings pattern online. And I think it's basically because the program really doesn't yet work. So it's not really being, I mean, what it is, that's what I want trying to say, is it's literally just now on the paper, but in real life, nobody is really doing it yet. So there's no more information. There's not really anything. Everything is in the head of the planners, how it's gonna work, how it should work, but the real life experience is not there. So I'm happy to bring it to you. Hopefully it's gonna be all good. So stay tuned. And now, guys, Emirates. I know Emirates is now in the news and, you know, articles and everything pretty often, and it's great. And I'm really glad that they actually are growing. That means that you have opportunity to join this amazing company as well and try flying and or whatever job you're applying for Emirates and get to that company. I mean, it has its pros because you're based in Dubai mainly. Most of the staff are based in Dubai, so you're kind of away from your family, but also pretty awesome perks. So the perks are really good. First of all, you're getting a tax-free salary. So basically whatever you earn, you get on your account. So the government doesn't really take anything from you. That's a good part. I mean, it's a nice developing or booming country, so to say, uh, with a now, this could be for everyone a little bit different, but for me, it was good weather. So, whenever you want, every single day of the year, you might go to the beach, or you are not freezing anywhere. You are sweating a lot, but you're not freezing. Now, Emirates is a booming company, so there's a lot of growing opportunities for you as well. So, you can grow within your role or try something else. And I mean, the country is really nice. I find the people in there, it's a really nice mixture of everything. So there's literally, all the religions, all the cultures, all the people speaking different languages, but all somehow mingling together and kind of living there together in peace. It's really nice to see that. So, a little bit of history. I joined Emirates back in December 2008. It was a great start, I have to say, because it was Dubai winter, so it wasn't that hot. It was still pretty pleasant, so the temperatures were in the 20s. And it was just nice, sunny, and really nice experience. I joined right before Christmas. I actually joined 19th of December. So it was a little bit hard for my family to be leaving before Christmas, but you have to do what you have to do. So I actually joined. It was amazing, and I've met really nice people and new friends in the training. I stayed in Dubai all the way till June 2017. So I spent there, let's say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, let's say almost 9 years. 9 years in Dubai. It had its highs and lows, but in general, I think the positives were really, really much more than the negatives. Now, I joined as a cabin crew and I left as a cabin crew, but I moved through the ranks. So when I first actually started, I started in economy class. So, the regular cabin crew serving economy class passengers. Then I moved actually to business class. At that time, actually, before my business class in economy, I actually, back in the time, Emirates was divided into two fleets. So it was called main fleet and then the A380 fleet. So I actually joined on the main fleet, which was the Boeings and smaller Airbuses. So like A330, A340, I call it smaller. There are smaller Airbuses than that, but it's different than A380. So actually in economy class, when I was still in economy, I actually moved to A380 fleet. At that time, the A380 had like a few destinations that wasn't that many of them as well within Emirates. So we used to fly London, Toronto, Sydney, Auckland, and Seoul, I believe. These 4 destinations, I think there were, or maybe Paris still. So let's say 5 destinations, but it was amazing. The crew were pretty small amount of crew, so we used to know each other. So it was like a small family. We used to have fun, and then also the rosters or the scheduling pattern was really great because we had tons of days off, and we could literally take the benefit of the perks that we have, which is the staff tickets, and on our days off, we could travel the world. So yeah, then I just looked if I'm recording, and I am. So then I moved to business class on A380, so it was also great. It was the biggest business class cabin at that time because we had 76 passengers on the upper deck. I spent there, I believe, about 2 years in business class or something. And I actually wanted to go to senior straight away. So kind of skip the first class and go to senior. However, at the time, I didn't get the senior position. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take whatever comes first. So first class opened up. I was accepted to first class, so I went to first class. I got my training, finished my training, and within 2 months, I think the supervisor opened again. So I applied, and at that time I got it. But funny enough, the training happened only a year after. So actually I spent about a year and a little bit in first class. At the end, I'm glad I had that experience. It was really nice. But to be honest, first class wasn't for me. I feel like there's the people who travel a lot who can afford it, so they usually eat at the airport still, and then on board they are just sleeping or watching movies. So there was nothing much going on. Yeah, so I felt like I have to get to where it's booming, something is happening. So I went for senior, and yeah, I was stayed senior till the end, till I left Emirates. Senior. It was really good. I liked that position. I preferred economy, so to be senior in economy. Uh, just a lot of going on. You have the new crew. You can teach them something new that they don't know, or you can show them why is it done this way. It was a really nice experience. And then came the decision to leave Emirates. So there's something in Emirates, or I guess in all the Middle East airlines, something that crew or the employees call golden handcuffs or golden cage. And that literally means that once you get into the Middle Eastern airline, you're like the nice bird in the golden cage, because they kind of lock you in the Middle East. They give you all the nice stuff like free accommodation, tax-free salary, staff benefits, and all these nice things. And you kind of, if you wanted to leave, you could leave, but you're also kind of weighing in the pros and cons, because at the one hand you have the nice perks, free accommodation, tax salary, the job as a cabin crew. I would say it's actually really easy what you're doing. Of course, there's these time differences, waking up at 3 a.m. and stuff like that. But in what to say with the task, the job is actually really easy. And then you have like the family in other parts of the world. You don't see them that often. You miss their birthdays, weddings and everything. And you don't see them that often. You don't see your brother, nephew, cousin, whatever grow. Yeah, so you always weighing these pros and cons, but it's really hard to leave Dubai. Saying that, actually, I think I was considering leaving Dubai like really seriously about twice before I actually really did it. Once it actually happened that I was certain that I'm gonna leave Dubai. I actually had my car and everything. I started selling stuff, so I sold my car, sold all my stuff, and then actually last minute I said, you know what, I'm not ready, I'm staying in. So what actually happened is I bought another car, and then I think I left in a year and a half later. But it's really hard to actually leave. But I mean, if you feel like it should happen, you of course do it. I had my sister in Dubai as well, and she actually finished the contract, which is 3 years, and then she left and she said, you know what, I'm really enjoyed my time in here, but it's not what makes me happy, and she left. Brave her. So she was like the guinea pig, because she left, and then I was like, oh, so how's it back home? Did you find a job? Is it easy? Would you come back? Do you regret it? And stuff like that. And I mean, I guess she gave me the courage, and I think about a year later I actually joined her, and I resigned as well. Now, the reasons why I actually decided to go, I think it had nothing to do with the company itself or anything. As I said, I really loved my time in Emirates, and I never really, yes, we complain, everyone complains, but at the end it was nothing major. It wasn't like something that was bothering me a lot, that I couldn't handle it or anything. So as I mentioned, my sister left, and then I felt like that was the push because she started living her normal life. She was with the family a lot. Uh, she found a boyfriend, now husband this time. She has kids now. She got a dog, and I think I started missing a little bit of the, I don't know, normality or what you would call it. But I started thinking like, oh, I would like to have a dog. And at one stage, once you start thinking about it, you're like, oh, maybe I wouldn't actually mind just waking up every day at a certain time, go to work at 9, come back at 5, and be done, rather than once wake up at 3 a.m. the other day, your flight is at 3 p.m. You fly to Sydney where it's 6 a.m., but you should be sleeping and stuff like that. So I think it was really tough. It was really hard decision, as I said as well before, because I was deciding at least twice to actually move. Of course, you are missing certain stuff like, that it rains sometimes, or, that it's fall. I mean, you can always travel to London, for example, on a flight and be there for a day, but it's not the same. Uh, I also knew that, Dubai is never permanent, because technically you cannot stay permanently in Dubai. You're always there just till you have employment. Once you, for example, you resign, or you get fired, or something happens, unless you create your own business in there, you have to leave. So I knew that if something goes wrong or something, I would have to move back. Other thing is as well, and that's, you can take it, it's pension, right? So for example, here in the Czech Republic, in order to receive pension once you reach retirement age, you have to be contributing. You had to be contributing for a certain amount of years. And I knew that I was already for a while in Dubai, and in order, if I really want to get something from the government, back when I retired, I have to start paying the Social Security. I mean, you can still pay it ad hoc without actually being in that country, but yeah. Funny enough, now I think it's pretty silly, because the way it's going, I'm not even sure if I will be getting any money from the government when I reach retirement age, because I feel like it's going downhill. But anyway, with the time passing, so right now I actually feel like maybe leaving was a little bit of a mistake, and I wish I could go back. And who knows, maybe I will have the opportunity to go back, even though I'm pretty old now. And I have to say, Emirates, and I guess it goes for all the Middle Eastern airlines, don't really like old people as a cabin crew. So not sure how it goes. I have Eurowings, so that's what I'm kind of aiming for now. I wanted to say something else, but let me think what it was. I didn't write it down. Probably I should have. Oh yeah, towards the end, in Emirates, I think I was not enjoying it that much, but I think that went with one simple thing, and that was because I was planning to be leaving. So actually what I was going is, I wasn't really enjoying Dubai in that sense. I wasn't really going out. I wasn't going out with friends. I wasn't going out to grab something to eat. I was literally saving all the money to take home, to have some savings, and to be able, for example, to put down payment for an apartment back home. So, meaning, I think if I wasn't doing that, I think I would be still fine and happy in there. But because I was saving every single dirham, which is the currency in UAE, I think it got a little bit harder for me there, and I was more keen on going. But as I said, If I had the chance, I would definitely go back. I miss it now and I a little bit regret it. The same as I'm regretting leaving the States when I had the chance to stay. But what to do? I have actually a saying that I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna put it there for long so you can actually read it. It's a really nice saying. And now these days, whenever I'm unsure of anything or sad about something or happy about something, I remember this thing and I try to think of it and think that it's correct. Now, guys, I told you I tried to go back. If I could, I would. And I met on YouTube actually through my videos as well some people who actually resigned from Emirates, and if they had a chance, they would go back as well. So one advice from me to you is think about resigning wisely if you are in Emirates, because the chances for you to go back are slim. I know back in the days when, let's say 7-8 years ago, it was easier to rejoin the company. Now it's not that easy. So think about it twice. Think about all the consequences that it comes with. And yeah, but that goes. You guys who never worked for Emirates, who are still young and willing, please try. Like, I recommend it to every single person I know who is unsure or unhappy at work right now. I said, you know what, apply for Emirates, go. You will see. You might hate it, not a problem. You can always come back, but you might love it and actually enjoy it so much. I think of it as a really nice time of my life. I had so much fun. It was friends, it was different culture, it was all the new experiences you get in there. To be honest, and I have to say it, here in the Czech Republic currently, you have different tasks, you have different obligations, different chores. You have to pay rent, you have to pay food, you have to pay this and that. And, if you want new phone or if you need to buy new handbag or I don't know, new something, you think about it here twice. You're like, okay, do I need it? Do I want it? Maybe I'll need to wait and save for it first. Back in Dubai, there was usually no questions. You want a new phone? Oh, go and buy it. You want a new handbag? I think the lifestyle or something, I think the way Dubai works there, I think you can literally have whatever you desire. So go for it, try it. If you have more questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If I have more questions, I'm probably gonna do the next video earlier, but guys, speak to me, talk to me, comment, like, and as I mentioned before, consider subscribing, and feel free to message me if you need to. I think you can write me on Instagram, should be in my link as well. Instagram, there's also my email address, I think, as well, or comments, and we can take it offline. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day and talk to you later.